Hello there, and today, as you can see, we are reviewing Zane's Mino Creature from the Ninjago Master of the Mountains wave. As you can see, it includes 4 minifigures, and there is the front of the box with the game experience inside. Turning this thing around, then we can see the back of the box with all the expand the game features, and I have reviewed all of those sets now, so you can check those out if you want. And yeah, all the features that this set has to offer. So now let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the minifigures. So we're going to start with our 2 ninja here first of all. This is of course Cole and Zane, aka the best ninja. So obviously you can see they've both got these shields here. They both have the same print on the shield, so you can see that. There you can see all of their torso and leg detailing, which of course for Zane's is same legs as last year. Cole does get this kind of weird staff weapon, which is pretty cool, and then Zane gets this crossbow. So taking those off, you can see all their features. Of course they've got these brand new helmet pieces, which I do very much like, with the kind of mask blended into the ninja mask. There you can see their faces, and then turning these around to the back. Unlike the other sets, these don't have any clips on the back. I don't know if that was just my set or if it's a feature for all of them, but there you can see all of their back print on the face. And then taking off the armor for both of them, there we can see that. So yeah, that is it for Cole and Zane. And the next figures we have here are Geckles and Geckles, and since they both have the same torso and face print, I'm just going to take, I believe that's Geckles' hood off there, and then there you can just see what they look like. So there is the face print, which of course you can see is both the same. Geckles here does have this crossbow with the stud shooter on it, which you can fire off, like so, and put back in. So yeah, there you can see that, of course, both the same torso detailings. Turning them around to the back, of course there you can see their second face, which again is the same for the other one, and the back detailing. So yeah, that is it for Geckles and Geckles, and the only thing that separates them is of course the accessories. So yeah, that is that's it for the minifigures. Now before we get onto the actual Mino Creature itself, we'll start by taking a look at these accessories. So of course we do get the dice here for the board game, which you can put any minifigure you want inside of it. They just fit in like a normal spinner, and then of course you can spin that and it will land on some things that help you to move through the board game. So yeah, and then of course we've got this little health bar thing, and you can stick Cole on that. And of course it's got the crate there to collect weapons in, and it's got the hearts there so you can see how many lives you've got left. So of course you can move them down when you lose lives and stuff. And so yeah, that's really all there is to the board game stuff. And then we do get this small structure here, which again does kind of fit in with the board game, but it is also this nice little display piece. So it's just kind of like a rock. You got these little bits that lead up to it. This is on a hinge here, so you can move that anywhere you want. You can kind of jump your way up. This is on a nice bit of lava, which I do like there, that they've built up. And of course you can see all those stickers on the tops of them. And there is a spider on the top, so you can jump your way up to here, and then on top here you've got this little platform where you can stick one of the bad guys, and that will fall down when you hit it with the Mino, which I'll show you later. So yeah, and you can of course keep them off the stud and then knock them off, which is a cool feature. And so yeah, and then we've got one of the Blades of Deliverance. This is the white one of course here. You can see it's got the skull molded into it, and down in the bottom there you see we've just got a little crystal. So yeah, it's a pretty cool small little structure, but it does fit nicely with the rest of the dungeon sets, and I'm glad that it is included. And here is the actual Mino Creature, the start of the set. So as you can see, it is of course right now in a very nice pose there with its legs spread out, and looks very intimidating. And there you can see the face there and all of the body armor that this thing has. Of course this is quite a big set actually. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be, but that is good because it means it can decently challenge the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon, so that is cool there. The feet are all the same, only of course they are reversed, they are mirrored for each side. You can see back here it has got a little tail which just uses a little hook piece on a ball joint, which I think that's pretty cool, so you can move the tail however you want. You can see these back legs here with the armor bits on, and then the foot there. The foot is on a ball joint, as you can see, and you can see everything that has to offer. Nice use of all those rock pieces. turning it around there you can see. So of course all the feet are the same as I mentioned, and these back legs are also both the same, just mirrored as well. And so they are on ratchet joints, and as you can see you can balance this whole thing on 3 legs. So yeah, and you can move those out as however way you want. There's a lot of articulation in these back legs, which I really like, and makes up for what you're going to see later on in the video with the front legs. So yeah, you've got those, and I don't think you can stand the whole thing on 2 legs. It is a bit too heavy, but it would be nice if you could. But yeah, there you can see it kind of just fell down when I tried to do that. You can see all of the armour on the body, and it is very bulky. As I mentioned, you can see big piece down here for the kind of torso of the body, the stomach and chest. And then you'll see in the back here, this bit here does look a bit hollow in some places, and there's this gold bit, but this is actually a little handle, and what you can do with that is you just push it down like so. You can see it does open up a big gap under there, but it does fill it back up when it goes back up. And so you'll see what that is for in a minute. And in front of that there is space to stand or sit a minifigure, so we're going to put Zane there since this is his Mino Creature. We've got the flags behind him, like so. You can move those up and down like so, and there is a little golden clip there where you can put his shield, and a little stud where you can put his crossbow in, so that's a very nice little feature there as well. On the tops of these big legs here you've got some disc shooters. You just push on this piece and the disc will fire out. You can put that back in there. You can see all the detail on the leg at the top there with all this armour. Looks very nice. And again, they are both the same on the other side. And then moving it down, got the kind of forearm there, and then down to the foot, which again is the same as the other foot. And these front legs, the only bit of articulation you get is with the feet, unfortunately. So you cannot move the rest of the leg. It is all stationary, so it is kind of just stuck in this pose. You can kind of bring them down and have it kind of kneeling for mercy there, as you can see, and then you can bring them back up like so. So yeah, most of the articulation you get, you do have to do with the back legs. So you can kind of bring these down here and have it lying. That's kind of the closest you're going to get to having it lying down like so. But yeah, and then of course, as I said, you can put it on all 4 legs and 3. And yeah, you can kind of also get it sitting like a dog like so. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, as I said, lack of articulation on the front legs, and there is even some detail on the back of the forearm there as well. So of course, what I showed you earlier with the handle, this is the head. Really like the design they've got here. So as you can see, it does even have its own little mouth, and if we lift that up, you can see it's even got some little teeth sticking out, which looks very much like a rhino, so I'm very impressed with that. And then you can close that up, and again, they've definitely done a very good job with this. You can see we've got the 2 golden horns here, and we've got some ears and these little bits of armour that you can move up and down as well. So of course, I showed you earlier with this bit, what you do with that is you push it down and the head jumps up like so, and that is on an elastic band, so it will spring back into place. So you can get the whole rhino to just ram its head wherever you want. So of course, I showed you earlier with this, and what you can do with that is you can just knock it down, and that feature does work very well because they've got these 2 little spikes on the front of that there that the rhino can get its horn right into. And so yeah, that's a very good feature, and the only thing that does bother me is those red pins there. They have black pins in their inventory, so they could have easily used those and it would have looked a lot better. But I mean, it's not too big of a deal, it's just kind of an eyesore. But yeah, very nice feature there, and I do like it. So yeah, overall that's really all there is to this Mino Creature. A very nice set, and I'm glad that we got this over another vehicle, because I know that Ninjago likes to do its vehicles, so a wave full of animals, dragons and dungeons is definitely for me. And so yeah, that's all I have to say, and now onto the ratings for the set. Quickly before we get onto the ratings, take a look at the instructions. You can see the front of those, and we do get straight in with the build. These are very thick, of course, for a big set. And then there are no advertisements in the back of this, and that is because all the advertisements are in the board game. As you can see, you get this little pamphlet with the board game on. You see the advertisements there, how to play the game. And so yeah, the expand the game part, and then on the other side you get the actual board game, and then where you can put all of these sets. And that is the position to put this set in. So basically what you can do is you can line this whole thing up, you just plop the set on there, and then you can play the game, and you can put the other sets on the other corners as well. So yeah, that is it for the little board game that's included and the instructions. Now we can get on to the ratings for the set. Definitely going to give this set an 8. It's a great set and I would definitely recommend it. Of course, the lack of leg articulation in the front is a big problem, but it's not too big, and it's definitely made up for by the other features with the big head and the articulation in the back legs. Of course, none of the figures are exclusive, so these are all just kind of army builders, so you can build up your Geckles, although they are exactly the same figure, so basically you'll have an army of 4 of the same figure. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this set, so please like and subscribe, and I shall see you again very soon. Bye.